Welcome to the Complete Story Series Remastered. This is where we take your favorite trade paperbacks and single issues and we break them down into digestible bites to help you understand what is going on in your favorite comic book so you understand your favorite characters better. Today we're going to be continuing our remastered storyline of Forever Evil, which is the comic book storyline that the video game LEGO DC Supervillains kind of adapted for their LEGO world. So we did 1 through 5 yesterday. Today is going to be issues 6 and 7, and it's a big epic finale to the entire event, and it is awesome. But if you are watching this, just so you know, we got to make characters in LEGO DC Supervillains. They should be on the screen right now. And if you go with us right now over to twitch.tv/eligiblemonster, the time that I launched this video, we are currently live playing LEGO DC Supervillains as our characters, and you can come over there, win Legos, win the game from us, have a great time with us. And if you're watching this late, we do stream on Twitch every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, playing various games, and then we throw in Saturday and Sunday a lot of times. That's twitch.tv/eligiblemonster. Consider that and LEGO DC Supervillains a sponsor of this video, because the intro involves the both of them. So I'm joking. LEGO DC Supervillains, and you get to go check us out on Twitch. Come help us out. We really do appreciate it. And don't forget to play as Red Stabby and Lady Cool, because they're the coolest characters in the game. I know I'm a little biased because we made them, but enjoy your video. Later in Happy Harbor, Batman and Lex look out of the watchtower and Captain Cold asks, "So it's raining. Can we get out of the rain now?" Batman pulls out his binoculars, telling Lex, "Don't think this is gonna earn you any favors." And Catwoman whispers, "Maybe you shouldn't antagonize them anymore, Batman. Besides, you still owe me dinner and a movie if we survive this." Sinestro picks everyone up and sets them down along the destroyed tower, scanning it, stating that he sees 8 heartbeats in total. 6 are 142 miles north, 2 are inside of the structure. Catwoman thinks for a moment and says, "There was 8 of them, including Power Ring. So there's one that we haven't met yet?" Batman begins shutting down the tower security from the outside, and once everyone gets inside, they stop. And Lex then says, "It seems that we have found Nightwing." And now in front of everyone, Nightwing sits in a pod, hanging up in the middle of the room, connected to a machine and locked in place. Over in another room, Owlman's evil Alfred walks through a doorway, telling Owlman, "I'm sorry, but this is going to be one time I disobey you. If this man gets loose, we will lose our lives." Alfred walks closer to the man that Ultraman is referring to as the Hitchhiker. But before he can do anything, someone grabs him. Alfred says, "Huh?" And Black Manta stabs him until he stops moving. Captain Cold looks at the man bound in the chair, asking, "Is this guy one of them? Do we kill him?" Back with the others, Batman runs up to Nightwing, stating, "Everything's going to be okay. I'm gonna get you out of this." And Nightwing weakly tells him, "No, you need to leave." Just then, the metal door slams shut and a timer activates. Over in another part of the tower, Sinestro, Black Adam, and Deathstroke explore when there's a rumble and another of the crime syndicate members jump in through the window. Ultraman goes for Sinestro, but Sinestro attacks back, and Black Adam grabs him, shouting, "Ultraman!" And he flies back outside. Back with Batman and Lex. Bizarro and Lex begin trying to bring down the door, but as their attacks bounce off, Lex asks, "Why can't we get out?" Batman tries to disarm the bomb that is apparently attached to Nightwing, stating, "This room is designed to hold the Doomsday." Before Batman pulls on the cables, Catwoman asks, "That monitor, is it monitoring Nightwing's heartbeat?" Nightwing looks up, stating, "The bomb only disarms if my heart stops." Over with Captain Cold and Black Manta. Cold grabs the gag out of his mouth, and a red flash shoots by, with Johnny Quick shouting, "Do not touch him!" Back in the Doomsday containment room, Nightwing says that they need to get themselves out and leave him. Batman tells him, "We are not leaving without you," and he continues to try and defuse the bomb when suddenly he's blasted from behind. Catwoman grabs her whip, asking, "What the hell are you doing?" But before she can crack it, Bizarro grabs her, holding her back. Lex says, "I'm making an executive decision. We are going to save lives by ending this one's. I'm sorry, Mr. Grayson." Over in the Hitchhiker's holding room, Johnny Quick grabs Captain Cold's gun, asking, "What are you supposed to do with this lame-ass freeze gun?" Cold tells him, "Actually, it's a cold gun. Big difference. Anyways, jingle bells, Batman smells." Suddenly, Cold's gun clicks and it fires a blast of cold onto Johnny's leg, freezing it in place. He screams out in pain, and Cold asks, "You think that hurts? Watch this." And he kicks through it, shattering Johnny's right leg. He goes on telling him, just wait until it thaws out. It's gonna hurt real bad. The hitchhiker laughs, stating, look, Atomica, your precious speed demon will never run again. Atomica looks back, stating, they took the tape off? Are you insane? Put it back on! But before anyone can do anything, the hitchhiker shouts one word, Mazash! The giant bolt of lightning strikes down onto the tower and into the man with a loud crack-oom. Over in Doomsday's containment room, Nightwing's heart flatlines and Batman begins beating on Lex, shouting, murderer! Johnny struggles to get back up, but an arm reaches down, grabbing him, telling him, no more running for you, evil boy. And then snap! Lex coughs, telling Batman that it's under control. Grayson it's not too late, you idiot! But back with Captain Cold and Black Manta, the hitchhiker looks up, absorbing Johnny Quick's powers, telling him, I am going to kill every single one of you. Alexander Luthor will be the most powerful hero your world has ever seen. Back over with Lex, he starts to pass out, but then he activates his suit's defenses, shocking Batman off of him, telling him, just stop. Back with Alexander Luthor, he looks at Captain Cold and Black Manta, asking, are you just armed with a gun and a helmet? Are you human? Cold then tells him, last time I checked, yeah. And Alexander tells him, then you are useless, and he shoots out of the tower. Lex gets back up, looking at Nightwing, telling him, I made him flatline after you forced him to swallow a cardioplegic pill. Catwoman asks, what's that? And Batman tells him, it's a drug that paralyzes the cardiac muscle surrounding the heart. And Lex says, yeah, and if this boy doesn't get a shot of adrenaline, he's going to stay dead. Lex sticks Nightwing with a needle, then a second later, Nightwing gasps for air. Batman pushes Lex out of the way, hugging Nightwing as they take him down. And as Bizarro watches, he looks at Lex, and he begins to hug him. Lex begins to shout, asking, what are you doing? Get off of me! Just then, the door to the room is blasted open, and after that, Grid falls in and his head rolls to Batman's feet. Cyborg walks in, telling him, Grid had a bad day. Booyah! Cyborg is back! As Batman starts to help Nightwing out, Lex tells him, yes, go rescue your friends while we handle the heavy lifting. Catwoman follows Batman, asking Lex, were you really going to revive Nightwing, or was it because Batman flipped out? And Lex looks at her, asking, does it matter? Lex holds out his hand to Batman, telling him, good luck. And Batman shakes his hand, telling him, good luck. Once they leave, Lex holds up the kryptonite ring, thinking to himself, there's nothing more fun than a distracted Dark Knight. Outside, Ultraman and Deathstorm look out over the ocean, and Deathstorm tells him, Alexander's free. And Ultraman asks, where's Superwoman? Just then, there's a crack-oom, and Superwoman tells him, no, she is right where she should be, alongside the father of her unborn child. And Alexander says, our child. Ultraman stares at Superwoman, stating, Lois, you traitorous witch! Why? Superwoman says, because Alexander is stronger than you, and our child must be protected at all costs. Back inside, Batman helps Nightwing through the building, but Cyborg tells everyone, follow me! Martian Manhunter contacted me from inside the Firestorm Matrix. Cyborg pulls back down on the set of doors, and as they all walk down the hallway, they see their Firestorm strapped to a table, bloated and ready to burst. Outside, Ultraman shoots Alexander in the face with his heat vision, telling him, I should have killed you! And Alexander fights back, stating, you were stronger, but that was before I took Johnny Quick and Hawkwing and Will Bastion. Ultraman begins gouging out Alexander's eyes, yelling, no! I am still stronger! Alexander punches Ultraman into the side of the cliff, telling him, take a nap. I'll be back once I've absorbed more of your teammates. Superwoman flies over to Deathstorm and says, I've manipulated all of you to bring Alexander here, and he will turn your blood into tar. Superwoman wraps her lasso around him, telling him, oh no, he doesn't want to fight you. And Deathstorm slows down, telling him, no, I don't. Alexander then flies up, crushing Deathstorm's skull, telling him, yes, nuclear power! As the Matrix is released, Sinestro quickly forms a shield around everyone, and Alexander then shouts again, yes! Deathstorm is finally mine. Back inside though, Cyborg takes out Wonder Woman's lasso, stating that they can use this so that they have a link to return to the real world. Just then, Nightwing hears something, and Owlman lunges from the shadows at Nightwing, shouting, I've come for Grayson. Outside, Alexander Luthor begins to take down the heroes one by one, but as soon as he hits Lex, Bizarro jumps in, punching Alexander in the back of the head. Bizarro uses his heat breath and cold vision to try and stop Alexander, but Alexander pushes him through, hitting him, telling him, whatever this creature is, it has powers and I want them. Alexander then punches a hole into Bizarro's chest, tossing him to the side, with Lex Luthor rocketing and shouting, no! Bizarro gurgles on his own blood in his mouth, and Lex tells him, I can fix you, I can fix you. Bizarro coughs, telling him, no fixing Bizarro. Sorry, me wish. But before he could finish, he lets out his last breath. Lex shouts for Bizarro, and Captain Cold asks, "Why are you so worked up? Bizarro was just another of your monsters." Lex looks back and shouts, "Still, Bizarro was my monster." Back up in the sky, Alexander breathes fire on Sinestro, telling him, "You're a ring bearer. No real power to steal from you." Sinestro takes the lightning rod that Lex stole from Batman, stabbing it into Alexander's chest, telling him, "You seem to know very little." Black Adam then tackles Alexander from behind with Sinestro shouting, "Do it, Adam, for conduct!" Superwoman jumps on his back trying to stop him, but Black Adam manages to shout, "Shazam!" The lightning from the Shazam call goes through the sky, shooting through Superwoman and into the lightning rod, lodged into Alexander Luthor's chest. As the smoke fades, Alexander laughs, asking, "Is that it? Is that all you have?" Alexander then looks down as Lex is stating, "Aha!" and he shoots down, punching him into the ground. He picks Lex up by his head, knocking him down again, telling him, "I am stronger than you. I am more powerful than you. I am your better." Lex struggles to get back up, telling him, "Might be right, but you're still me, and we sound exactly alike." Lex reaches up, grabbing the lightning rod, and then he shouts, "Mazash!" The bolt of lightning, confused by if it's Alexander Luthor or Lex Luthor, strikes down into Alexander, reverting him to his human form. As he tries to change back, Lex covers his mouth, stabbing him in the stomach. He tells him, "I may not be as powerful as you, but I am smarter." Just then, Lex is hit from behind to the tree, and Ultraman says, "I suppose I should give you credit for actually killing Alexander Luthor." As Lex tries to fight back, Ultraman suddenly screams out in pain. And up in space, Sinestro and Black Adam begin to move the moon out of the way, casting the sun's light back on Earth. And at the same time, the link within Firestorm's matrix is set, and everyone is free. Ultraman begins to wither away, crawling up to Lex as he holds out a kryptonite ring. Lex tells him, "I'm confused about where your power really comes from. That's why you're down here. I think this green rock is what makes you strong." Ultraman tells him, "Just kill me." And Lex pauses for a moment, and then turns to him. No. Across the field, Atomica crawls out from underneath a pile of rocks, asking, "Where's Johnny Quick?" Lex Luthor looks at her and says, "He's dead. You started all this, and now I'm ending it." And he stomps on her. Later, on the operating table, a small piece of kryptonite that was placed inside of Superman's brain is taken out, and he asks what happened. Lex pulls down his mask, stating that he just saved his life. With the world slowly returning back to normal, the heroes and the villains all go their separate ways, and as Lex writes the check that he promised to Deathstroke, a young man walks into his offices. He looks around and says, "This is a big office," and on his shirt it reads Cord Industries. Lex asks, "How can I help you, Mr. Cord?" And the young man tells him, "Ted is fine, and I know what happened between my father and you." Lex asks him, "Do you?" And Ted tells him, "Yeah, I know my father was in talks of selling the company to you. Right now I'm still in grad school and my mother can't run the business, so if you want to run Cord Industries, it's all yours, Mr. Luthor." Lex says, Yes, I would. Actually, no, I can't take Cord Industries. Your father wanted you to run it one day, and that day is now. You know how to invent things. I've read up on your work with nanotechnology. You're going to create things for this to work, and it's going to be revolutionary. Cord Industries is a family business, and family is important. I'll be here if you ever need anything. I'm just a phone call away, Mr. Cord. Ted tells him, "Everyone is right about you. You really are one of the good guys, Mr. Luthor. But while the cities rebuild, there's still other things left unanswered." Wonder Woman looks at Superwoman in her cell and sees her laughing. She asks what's so funny, and Superwoman looks back, telling her, "The baby just kicked." And also, in another faraway place, energy starts to come together in a single place. And a voice says that they have consumed all the power from this universe, but they shall find another universe to consume, Anti-Monitor. And the Anti-Monitor says, "And then Darkseid will be mine." And there you have it, guys. The conclusion to Forever Evil right here at Comicstorian, our new remastered version. Now, I want you to let me know in the comments down below what you named your custom character in the LEGO DC Supervillains video game. Let me know what you did. Also, don't forget to let me know if you liked this remastered version better than our 12-minute version a long time ago. I know I'm asking you to watch the same plot again in a different video, but if you do, you'll be helping me out. And that would be cool. And we'd all be like best friends, because you're helping me out, and I'm helping you out by telling you the story to the storyline, and you're watching both my videos, and then you're going over to my twitch.tv/eligible monster channel, where we stream various video games from like Warframe to various Lego games to various like popular AAA titles, and we do like 7 podcasts. Come on over, hang out with us, guys. I appreciate everything, and don't forget to check out LEGO DC Supervillains. Great game. We've enjoyed it. We got to play a lot of it. Just check it out. I'll see you next time right here.